progressive education, the goal is not to answer every question, but you will be successful if the children come away with more questions than they started with. That's what real learning is.
We have an excited learning community in this classroom. Kids who come in the door ready to learn, wondering what new, exciting thing is going to happen today. But what we want them to be able to do is to be able to think creatively, to be able to think critically, to decide whether information is accurate or not, and how to use this new information in creative ways.
Sure, you can push kids to do whatever you want by giving them some sort of reward. But what you really want kids is to have that drive inside them to want to do the next piece, to want to learn more, to want to do the next challenge question. And that's a big part of what we do at Lowell, is trying to instill that drive in children. And I think you do it by honoring their interests and their ways of learning, and also helping them take responsibility for the strategies that work best for them.
Ready? We gotta go!
Play is the work of children. And when you say to a child, "What did you do at school today?" "I played." "Great." "Did you have fun? Did you get dirty? Did you learn anything? Did you try anything new? Did you problem solve in any way? Did you bring some other children into your work in a collaborative way?" Yeah, play is work, and that is the work of children.
Literally, we're helping their bodies be as fit to learn as their minds.
Because the large motor work supports the fine motor work. If you are weak at the core and you're flopping and sliding down and you're leaning to the right or to the left and your shoulder girdles aren't stable, writing becomes a little more difficult. So we want to pay attention to that to make sure that they're running and climbing and balancing and pulling things and dragging things and pushing things in order to become stronger.
Yeah! I want to get them at the beginning. I want them to get excited about science. I want them to, go into high school and say, I'm ready for biology, I'm ready for chemistry and physics, I'm not scared about it. Whatever my older brothers and friends or sisters have told me, it's going to be fine for me because I have a really solid foundation.
One of the major things that we're trying to do is to create leaders. And not just for tomorrow, but for today. We're encouraging students to be a leader for themselves. How do they guide their own learning? How do they guide their participation in life? And so we do a lot of coaching with the students. So again, they're the ones with their own answers, and so they're becoming leaders. It works because we're asking students questions. We're asking them empowering questions. What do you want to do? How would you like to solve this problem?
It's not about the number of assignments or the number of tests they take or the number of facts they memorize. It's about how they think. And if they can think at a higher level, that's our goal.
The way the world is changing, you actually don't know what you're preparing children for. So it's far better to have your children somewhere, I think, where they're growing up to learn how to be good thinkers and problem solvers, to really pay attention to the environment around them, the people around them, to learn how to adjust to change, but to be walked through that and helped how you think about that and learn about that, to have kids find their own voice and know their voice and know who they are. Those are all things that, if you're going into a less certain world, will serve you well.